Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Chi Chapman. This is the Fashion Gods Podcast, EP1, with your boy Chi, my bro Keith. And we just here to talk about everything that has to do with fashion. Like he said, the do's, the don'ts, celebrity fashion, vintage streetwear, t-shirts, cut and sew, embroidery, the whole 9 yards, man. And I'm gonna let my boy Keith elaborate on it as well.
Yeah, it's just some of the things that we do when it comes to fashion, from head to toe, shoes, socks, shorts, shirts, whatever you can do, accessories. You know what I mean? We gonna touch on everything that has to do to being a fashion guy, I would say. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So today, like I said, EP1, we just gonna do the introduction of the Fashion Guys podcast. We will have different guest hosts on different episodes. Like I said, this is the first episode today. And we really gonna get it in. Like I said, a lot more coming soon. And let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Yes, sir. Keith, what's good, man? What you got on today, man?
Man, nothing too special, man. A Royalty Jeans shirt, man. Some Vans. Okay. Took it classic back to the Vans. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
In the Bass Pro Shop help. Just a summertime fit, man. It's hot in Arizona. You feel me? So something real light but fly at the same time.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Just something light. In AZ when it gets so goddamn hot out here, it's the Hoochie Daddy shorts, of course. You know what I'm saying? And it's you can't be really that drippy when it's that hot out here.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts, yeah.
So you just got to do something real basic, something real light. Like I didn't even throw no socks on today, man. I got the Cortez on. You know what I'm saying? Some light. I think I got these from TJ Maxx.
Right.
A Fashion Guy shirt right here, you know what I mean, and got to rep the Diamondbacks. You feel me with these Sheen glasses. You know what I'm saying. My whole fit was probably less than $100. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Me too. I'm sure. Same boat. Shoes included.
Absolutely, man. So, we gonna touch on a few different things today for EP1. As you mentioned, you have on Royalty Jeans, your brand that you've had for quite a while.
Yes, sir.
We go way back. So we grew up with each other, and we got two of the biggest brands in the state of Arizona. We've been pushing our brands for a while. Let's kind of give the people viewing a backstory on Royalty Jeans, how you started it, what it represents, a little bit about the brand.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Royalty Jeans started in 2010 when we was fresh out of high school, you know what I mean? And I always felt that we was kings and queens. So, I felt that my family bloodline was royalty. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't nothing. It was easy to call myself Royalty Jeans. And when I say jeans, I'm talking DNA. A lot of people think I be speaking on denim, but I'm talking DNA. So when I say that, my royal bloodline. So when I speak on that, it's just that we kings and queens. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think nothing less. I should be treated as I should, as a king should, and a queen should be treated as a queen should.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and with that brand, with that being said, with your Royalty Jeans brands, back in the day, we were in so many different fashion shows, right. From Antoinette, Fashion for a Cause, to Jador. Did our own fashion shows and parties and stuff that we threw together. Around that time, it wasn't a lot of there was not a lot of different people doing fashion or bringing fashion to the state of Arizona.
Right.
With you being one of the OGs in the game and your brand being a part of, a big AZ brand, elaborate on that, because it would, like you said, it was not a lot of fashion brands or people pushing what we were pushing back then.
No, and it wasn't. I can definitely tell you one of the people that I looked up to as we talk about AZ fashion, I would definitely have to say Humble.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So Humble was one of the guys I looked up to, got some information from when we was going through that. You know what I mean? So it was different things that we had to go through, seeing him do for us not to do. You know what I'm saying? Or the way he paved the way, because he started off just like we did, one design. 2 designs.
Yeah.
17 different colors. You know what I'm saying? And as he progressed, I start to, get more information from him, then talking to you and different things like that. And then, linked up with like Steve Jackson so I can come up with a logo.
Absolutely. Shout out to Steve, man.
Shout out to Steve, man, because he definitely pushed my first design. You know what I'm saying? And so after talking to these certain different people and learning from them, it was easy to go through the process of starting this t-shirt brand, making hats and different other things, you know, for people to rock out with.
Absolutely. And on our come up, man, screen printing was just that was just what it was, screen printing and embroidery, right?
Right.
So nowadays, bro, you got all type of different ways you can print a t-shirt. You know, you got DTG, you got DTF.
Yep.
How do you feel about the new technology? It's easier nowadays to do fashion because everything's so the technology nowadays makes it easier, bro.
Yeah, they definitely made it easier, especially with like the new drop shipping and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Different companies, you know, making it easier for people. You can sit here and bro, you can start a clothing line from your phone now. You know what I'm saying? So back in the day when we was doing it, you had to have a laptop, you know what I mean? And you had to have a certain format to print it in and all that other stuff. Now, bro, you do it, take a picture outside, do it from your phone, you'll have a t-shirt to you in 7 days.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they definitely made it easier for people to be able to print and show their art when it comes to fashion on a t-shirt, shorts, socks, hat, you know, backpacks or whatever. It's definitely a lot easier than it was before because all we really had was screen print.
Yeah, you know, it's so crazy because nowadays, back in the day, if we get a t-shirt printed that had like 17 different colors in it, you was gonna get taxed.
Facts.
That was a very expensive shirt.
Right.
Now they got direct to film where you can have 100 different colors on one shirt and pay a set price.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like that has made it, you know, way easier for people out here. You know, it's cost effective and so on and so forth. So, yeah, man. I mean, a lot has changed since our come up.
Right.
You was in 2010. I was in 2008.
Yeah.
Do you think it was harder on the come up back in the day than it is now, as far as like trying to push your brand and you think?
It was harder. It was harder back then because you couldn't do those designs that Steve was giving us. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So with UF, because I started with UF, so when he was giving us them 17 different color designs, and it's like, bro, that's a $50 shirt.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so at that point, it was harder until they came with direct to garment.
Absolutely.
So once we found the direct to garment, it was like, oh, okay, this ain't nothing but a big ass printer.
Yeah,
man, print that shit up. You know what I'm saying? And so when we did that, it was a no brainer at that moment. We went back to took the screen print off. You know what I'm saying? It was because now I can make this shirt 19 different colors for one cost.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it definitely was harder until TTG came.
Yeah, man, and just knowing all of this shit, right? Like we just, you know, different print shops that we may have went to, or just getting that knowledge, bro. Like knowing what a PNG file is or a PDF. You have to have it in a certain format when you're sending it to the person that's going to be printing it.
Yeah.
Knowing about digitizing.
Yep.
Knowing about, you know, bro, it it took us a while to figure all of this shit out, but now that we've been in it, bro, all of that shit is like it's easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It is easy because I remember going to the spot that we used to go to all the time in the mall. I can't think of their name, but
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. But you go to the spot and you sitting here and you do something and you like, oh man, this ain't the right file. You need to have it in a PNG. What the hell is a PNG?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, bro. I can convert it for you, but every time they had to convert it, it was always more money. I can do it for you, blah blah blah. Man, and we figured it out, and okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? It was just, but at those times though, we didn't know those terms.
Yeah.
Because we was new to the business and new to designing, and even our designers was new to the shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So if he wasn't putting it in the correct file for us, then now that take 2 more days, or it's gonna take even longer for us to get this shirt done, because now we got to figure out how to put it in the correct file.
Absolutely, man. I wanted to touch on, man, our first fashion show. It was kind of like a Rip the Runway type of. It was a party / performances / fashion show, right? And that's the one that you hosted. That was the Hot and Wet.
Yeah.
So back in the day at that time, bro, we were I I'm trying to I think we were so ahead of our time, bro, back then.
Yeah, I think so.
I would always see like Rip the Runway or Paris Fashion Week or New York Fashion Week.
Right.
And I'm like, bro, and I was just so in love with fashion, man. I'm like, bro, how can I bring what I see on TV to Arizona?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when we did the hot and wet party, we had that stage, we had people modeling, we had people performing, doing their music, and then we did the one at the Olive Branch too.
Right.
Remember?
Right. Yep.
So that's when I was just kind of like, man, this fashion shit is this is what I love and this is what I want to do. I want to bring the shit I see on TV to Arizona.
Yeah.
And we was actually young cats, bro. We was young. We was young doing all of this type of shit, man. Just elaborate on those different fashion shows that we were involved in back in the day. The ones that we got invited to and the ones that we put on ourselves.
Man, I think it was crazy, bro. You know, I think it was a fun time. For sure, it was definitely a fun time because we was 18, 19 doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. No kids or nothing like that. We was out here just having fun. You know what I mean? Because it was always the cue to go to the party. You got to look your best. When we was in 2008, 2009, it wasn't nothing but white tees, hats, and J's.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when we was bringing the fashion to bringing Southside niggas doing this fashion shit, it was different. You know what I mean? To get invited to us doing our thing at Olive Branch, get invited to Jador, doing 3 of those. We did 3 of those for Jador. You know, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rep your brand, KP.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? And the other one, what was the other one we did?
Antoinette Fashion
for a Cause. We did 2 of hers. You know what I mean? You know, just doing it, bro. It was a fun time, bro. And I definitely, sometime I wish I can go back to it.
Nah, for sure. For sure, man. And it's not a lot of that nowadays. I think the fashion shows were something new that Antoinette was putting together, or, you know, Ave or Jador or you and me or KP or whoever it was, right?
Right.
I think back in the day it wasn't that many brands, but nowadays there's probably 100 different brands, right?
Yes.
I feel like that dynamic, man. I don't see a lot of it. I don't see a lot of that dynamic nowadays.
Right? Nah. I don't. It seemed like everybody out there for themselves.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's me. It's never. You don't see us anymore.
You know what I'm saying?
So and it's cool. Even with the brands that drop, like the small brands that drop in Phoenix, you don't see them display they clothing. Only thing you display now is on Instagram.
Yeah.
And so social media is definitely a big influence when it comes to like selling clothes or going online and that type of deal. But I would also like to see your stuff in person. You feel me?
Yeah.
So if you're doing a pop up, like John Swan when he did the flea market.
Yeah.
I met a couple other brands that I bought from. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Which was dope. Some of their stuff, they was real dope. You know what I mean? So that kind of stuff is what I would say people need to do. But also you touch on when they in city and then, you know, out of state and stuff like that is because online.
Yeah.
Instagram, you know what I mean? But it's definitely different than how it was because we used to showcase our clothing.
Absolutely. And another thing I wanted to touch on, man, we see it's all about longevity when it comes to brands, right?
Right.
And back in the day when we was coming up, it was just so many dope brands outside of AZ. I'm gonna name a few. Pink Dolphin was crazy at a point in time in our life.
Crazy.
Popular Demand, Last Kings, Supreme, The Hundreds.
Yep.
A lot of those like big streetwear brands. And you don't really hear too much about those brands anymore. I know a lot of brands try to recreate themselves and rebrand.
Right.
But like The Hundreds, I know The Hundreds is still moving around, but
yeah.
You don't hear a lot of people talking about them like that no more. Pink Dolphin, I don't even know what happened to Pink Dolphin.
Right. Me neither.
Yeah. LRG was popping at a point in time.
Yeah.
You know, the shit we came up on, Rockaware, Sean John, Anichi,
Yeah.
Avrex, like G Unit clothing, like bro, like all those brands, bro. Like, what do you think is you just think certain brands like Echo as well? Do you think certain brands should they just run their course and like what do you think it is that we don't see a lot of these popular brands anymore that were booming at a point in time?
I think what it is that everything that you mentioned has an era. Mm-hmm. You feel me? All them clothing lines had an era. Rockaware, Unichi, Sean John, all that. It was all an era. So once their time was come, just like rap, everybody has a time, has a era. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's just all it was. It just ran a course. So like the hundreds and stuff like that, they're in their store. You can only find them in LA or go online and go get them. So they still moving, but they're not moving how they was moving before. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, all it is that just ran this course, man. It came to an end, and now some new stuff got to come in, and they still sell it. You just got to go find it.
Yeah, for sure, man. I wanted to touch on a lot of sports, right? They're starting to incorporate themselves with fashion, right?
Right.
So we see NBA players, NFL players, either they got like a deal, like for example, let me say this, Jordan Clarkson, right?
Right.
He has a deal. He's like the face of Lululemon.
Yeah.
And he's promoting Lululemon at the same time as being an NBA player or whatever the case may be.
Right.
How is the influence for sports players how big is it for them to influence fashion?
Well, you know what? I think it's big. I think it's a good thing. Because some of these brands we probably wouldn't know if you didn't have a superstar behind it.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know what Lululemon was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I thought it was a beverage or a food type company. You know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't know these brands if some of these people didn't get these sponsors. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's real big for brands to get NBA players, basketball players, NBA players, football players, hell, baseball players, soccer players to rock their brand if their brand is big enough. You know what I mean? So if you say Jordan Clarkson, he's a big star.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of his following is going to sit here and say, "Oh, you got that fit from Lululemon? Oh, yeah. That's where we're going. We're going to go grab it." You know what I mean? So now their sales is up, they're up. So I think it's a great thing, bro.
Okay. How do you feel about brands stealing the Nike Air Force One silhouette or the Jordan 1's silhouette and making their own brand out of that? How do you feel about that, bro? Because Nike don't fuck around, bro. They going after everybody that has that silhouette or anything close to that silhouette. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about that, bro?
Bro, you know what? Me being a Nike man, bro. Nike is one of my favorite brands, bro. It's like, I say it like this. It's dope that whomever can sit here and take that silhouette and make a dope shoe. You know what I mean? But it's messed up that y'all taking this product from Nike to make your own shoe. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I feel that it's great for whoever can do it. If you can do it, do it. You know what I'm saying? But if Nike come after you, then they're gonna come after you and they're gonna win. But some of these people has been winning against Nike though.
Yeah.
Some of these companies been winning because it's a small. It may be 2 or 3 things that's minor. That's not on the Air Force One. That's on the Bape.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for instance, Bape was the first ones to do it.
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
take that silhouette and bring it to the forefront. They've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
So they end up winning against Nike, you know what I mean, to where they didn't take that shoe off the shelves.
Yeah.
So it's the minor details that they pay attention to, so they don't have to, so they can sit here and win their case when it comes to Nike.
How do you feel about Omni and the Hellcat? He just lost a big lawsuit with Nike and Cool Kai. So Cool Kai and Omni and the Hellcat, they make this their shoe is similar.
It's the same. It's the same lightning bolt.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
They both been going back and feuding with each other for years over the lightning bolt. Their shoes.
Right.
I think he just lost a big lawsuit where he had to pull every shoe from Omni and the Hellcat did. Not Cool Kai. Cool Kai got his shit together.
Yeah. No. I think Omni hasn't pulled everything because he's still selling. I think he because he's going to prison.
Yeah.
He's going to prison, so I think he's trying to get rid of everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because he's having like crazy sales right now. Like
yeah.
Like $100.
Yeah. Do you fuck with Omni and the Hellcat and Cool Kais? Like, would you grab a pair though?
I would, bro. I would. I tried. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I've tried, but they sell out so quick. He sell out so quick. But even what they're doing is tough, because if you can't get a Travis Scott or an exclusive Nike or Air Force One or something like that, and then you get your hands on them it's different. Not too many people is rocking them shoes.
You
know what I'm saying? So when you do see a person with some, it's just like, bro, where you get that from? You know what I mean? Them is dope. So I think it's dope. They just keep on doing it, bro, because I root for the black man, bro. So if y'all keep doing what you're doing, you know what I'm saying? They just got to make it exclusive for the people to get them. That's the only thing I don't like, is that you got, if you do get them, you got to pay $500-$600 for them. I ain't doing all that. You know what I mean? They ain't that dope.
That's another thing I wanted to touch on. How do you feel about that? Like, so Supreme and Nike just did a drop. They just did a collaboration,
right?
And I love when brands collaborate with other brands. I love that. So they just did a drop, right? They did jeans, they did shirts, and I'll be wanting to grab that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But you got these people that are really like, they'll buy all that shit and then resell it on what's that website?
GOAT.
Yeah, GOAT and all that type of shit.
How
do you feel about them buying something like $45 and then trying to resell it for like $5,000, bro? Like, how do you feel? I think that is just like, I don't like that type of shit.
It bothers the hell out of me, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It bothers me because with when it comes to shoes, like, I like shoes and everything like that. So when it comes to that stuff, these bots, people out there paying for bots. So that guarantee win, I'm gonna get 19 pair of these shoes and these shirts and these jeans that was, like you said, $45. Now I'm flipping them for $250. But the person who really want that, these kids who really want that, or I'm gonna say men who really want that, younger men who really want that, is like, I'm gonna pay that. Nah, I'm cool. I'm not gonna pay that. I ain't gonna give you $250 for no $45 shirt. I don't care if it was with whoever. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the only thing that I don't like, is how these bots be, how these people be, these resellers. I'm gonna say that these resellers be able to get all this stuff, and then they want to flip it for a 200% profit. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, bro, you bought it for 50, you could have sold it for 100. It still made some money. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it bothers me, bro. I don't like it at all.
All right, let me ask you this: if you would come, like, if you if you were a big celebrity, right, or you just got all this buku stupid money, right, would you collaborate with Nike or Reebok to create your own shoe, or would you outsource it and come up with your own shoe?
With that, I would probably just do my own shoe.
Okay, so
I would probably outsource.
You'll do the Big Baller Brand type of approach.
Right. But I wouldn't do what Big Baller Brand did, though. You know, you coming out the gate $500 for a pair of sneaks. You know what I mean? To hoop in. You know what I mean? So I would definitely, I wouldn't do nothing that Shaq did, or like Stephon Marbury. You know what I'm saying? But it'll definitely be affordable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I look at people like Master P, right? Master P's been coming out with all type of different tacky shoes for years. Right?
Yeah.
So he has these new shoes called Magnatis, and he wants them to be like a high end. He wants them to be like a high end,
like designer shoe type deal.
But then, when Zion was coming to the NBA, he offered Zion a shoe deal, thinking that Zion was going to wear them tacky shoes, and you got people like Nike and Reebok just throwing whatever number he wants at him.
Right.
Or then you also got the YG approach too. He came out with the Flames.
Yeah, but again, he also took another Nike concept.
He took the silhouette. Yeah. So I see people that come up with their own product from scratch, going overseas, taking the China route like everybody else.
Right.
And then I see the people that collaborate with Nike, Reebok, or New Balance, or Under Armour, and create a tacky shoe too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've always thought about that. I think I would do the Omni and the Hellcat Cool Kai type of approach, instead of collaborating with a bigger brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it also depends on who. I think it depends on who it is.
Yeah.
Because you think about the collab of Travis Scott.
Oh yeah.
He's killing.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Every shoe that he makes since they did that backward check, every shoe that he makes sell out, bro. And if you do go try to get them, they $1,500, $2,000, $2,500. You know what I'm saying? So it all just depends on who that person is. Because you would sit here and call Travis Scott a fool if he was like, "Oh, I'm leaving Nike to go make my own shoe." I probably wouldn't do that, bro. You've been making a killing, give Nike their percentage, and you take the rest. Keep on going. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it all just depends on who the person is.
Okay. Who are your top 5 fashion influences?
I would say Pharrell is one of them.
Okay.
Pharrell, I will go Virgil.
Okay.
Bro, it's quite a few. I can't think of them off the top of the dome. But I know Pharrell and Virgil would be my top 2 for sure.
Okay.
My top 2 for sure.
I'm gonna say this.
Who you rocking with?
I like Mark Echo, bro.
There you go.
I bought his book, and I don't really read a lot of books, but if I really fuck with you and I love your story, then I'll grab your book and read up on you, right? So a lot of people don't realize that Mark Echo actually had 3 different brands. He had Mark Echo for sure.
For sure.
Avrex was his brand.
Yeah.
And G Unit clothing. Like it was 50 cents.
He designed all that.
Yeah. That was it. That was pretty much him. Avrex, G Unit clothing, and Echo. And what he did, what he did with Echo was insane.
Yeah.
Was insane, man. And to see where he's at now, from him starting the streetwear, he's like, I think he owns Complex.
I think so.
Yeah. And I was watching this interview with Nipsey, right? Nipsey was that was a mentor to him. Echo was, that's kind of weird that these two people connecting, right? Mark Echo and Nipsey, right? So Nipsey states that he was talking to Mark Echo, and Mark Echo, he was like telling Mark Echo, man, I wanna put a store on Fairfax. Like I want to put a marathon store on Fairfax, right? And Nipsey's like kind of like speeding, and Mark Echo's like, man, slow down, man. Why don't you just take the marathon store and just put it in your neighborhood? Like just put it like where people from your neighborhood don't have to go way to Fairfax to go get your clothes. Why don't you just put it right in the hood? You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what Nipsey did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but Mark Echo was the person that was giving them that advice. I don't think a lot of people know that, but Mark Echo for sure. I kind of got off topic, but Mark Echo is crazy. And Pharrell and Nego.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pharrell and Nego. They just changed the game of fashion, bro. Bape was Baby Milo, Ice Cream. I can keep going.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot.
Yeah, they actually changed the game, and they changed streetwear. They were the face of luxury streetwear brands. But yeah, those two for sure. I know I like Virgil, but Virgil didn't give me enough. He didn't, you know what I mean? His time on Earth was just so short. Kanye West, I can throw him in there for sure.
Yeah, you can throw West in there. You can also throw, like, if you want to go rappers, you can go Pusha P. Pusha T, my fault. Pusha T.
Yeah.
But Virgil started off with that Pyrex clothing line.
Oh, that was his shit.
Yeah, that was him first. You know what I mean? That Pyrex shit was Virgil, and then he went behind the scenes a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then he started being Louis. You know what I mean? But some of that early stuff. You know what I mean? You can go down a list on how many brands we didn't probably ran through, or may still be going, or may just be dead now.
Yeah.
So. Bro, it's definitely a lot of influences out there.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, when you're putting a fit together, for whatever occasion, what are you buying first? Like what starts the process of you putting the fit together? Are you buying the shirt first, the shoes, the bottoms, the hat? Like,
No, it's shoes. It's shoes for me. I gotta have my shoes first, and then I'll play up from the shoes.
Okay.
So if whatever shoe I buy, then I'll mismatch you there, try to find it. You know what I mean? Or if I just feel like just throwing everything on together, then just throw it on together. But yeah, I start from the feet and work my way on up.
how long does it usually take you to put a whole fit together?
Again, depending on where I'm going.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? If I know I'm going somewhere, it's probably gonna be hour, 30 minutes. If I gotta go buy something,
Yeah.
we probably I'm gonna take care of that in the morning before I go anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Describe your style though. What's is Keith's style? Like, what's your style?
Man, my style laid back, depending on the situation or where I'm going. If we going to the club, we rocking out. You know what I mean? If we just mobbing out to the mall, it's t-shirts and jersey shorts, depending on what time it is, or it's jeans and a flannel with a hat or a beanie. So my style fluctuates. You know what I mean? I can rock a polo with some cargos on and some thong sandals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can turn around and hype beast it out, bro, and have on designer or you know what I mean, my brand or your brand or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it all just depends on the occasion. You know what I mean? Hell, I'll put on a 3-piece suit to go to a wedding. So you know, it varies, which I believe everybody's style should vary because your style is your art. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So fashion is art. So however you put it together, and if you feel comfortable with it, then do it.
That's what's up, man. Are you more like a winter fashion guy, or you like the summers?
I like the summer.
Yeah,
I like the summer, bro. I'm a short. I like to wear shorts. You know what I'm saying? So putting on pants ain't a problem. But I'd rather be spring, summer. You know what I mean? Type deal.
Okay. I know this is off topic, man. No, it's actually on topic. How do you feel about celebrities or just celebrities wearing males wearing dresses?
Bro, it's up in the air. You know what I mean? I have no take on it. Like to be like, nah, he shouldn't do that. If he the type of person I am, if you feel comfortable wearing something, then wear it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get it. I can definitely tell you that. I don't understand it, but if that's what you like, that's what you like.
Yeah.
How you feel about it?
Man, I feel like people are we're all unique, right?
Right.
I wouldn't necessarily wear a dress because that's just not my style. But you know, I don't understand why some people do it. But shout out to the people that's comfortable in their skin if they're doing that. But that's not something I will really partake in.
Yeah.
That's just me. And you know, another thing I wanted to kind of touch on, like I wanted to touch on men wearing dresses, but also you got, you know, I know it's kind of like a rock star thing, but people are painting their nails now, males.
Yeah.
Because Ty Dolla $ign, I fuck with him. Drake, I see him painting his nails. I seen Snoop Dogg actually had French tips on his actual nails. Lil Yachty,
Right.
Lil Uzi, Playboy Cardi. How do you feel about that?
Bro, that's nothing new. That ain't new. You know what I mean? Everybody think it's new. It wasn't new. It's new for us. And when I say us, and I mean Black America, it's new for us. Of having that forefront. That's what it's new for. But bro, every you know, when you go to the rock stars and you doing rock music, they always doing that.
They was all doing that. Yeah.
And it wasn't what Lil Yachty doing, blue, purple, yellow, and orange. You know, it was either black or red or something like that. They was only doing solid colors, but it's nothing new. It's just new for us, and we're seeing it now. You know, Snoop always had a manicure. He always had, you know, you used to do the clear coat, you know what I'm saying? And he go back to, you know, pimping and all that, you know, all that stuff. So it ain't nothing new, you know what I mean? Now it's just on a bigger scale because all these new artists are doing it. And it's confusing people to sit here and say, "Oh no, I'm not gay," which we're not judging you if you are, but dog, you got a full set on. And Lil Yachty do his toes too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, so it's nothing different, bro. It's just let that person be them.
Do you think do you think that's like you think males are being more sassy when it comes to fashion? Like you think it's like what do you think it is, bro? Because like we look at people like Playboy Cardi, right? When he
Right.
first came out, he was normal.
Right.
He was normal as hell.
Yeah.
TMZ posted a picture of him actually getting out of a car and he had a thong on. Or he had like a one piece that snapped between the
Yeah, I seen that.
yeah.
I seen that.
I'm
I
like,
seen that.
bro, I'm just
I
like
seen that.
I was blown away, bro. Like I just like bro, is this little Uzi Vert he just lost it, man. He's just he is bro, I think I don't know, bro. I don't know if it's a higher power that's telling them to do that, bro, but it's just I think that's kind of some shit is just too extreme, bro. It's just some shit is just like, bro, that's just too extreme when it comes to fashion, bro.
But bro, when you think about it, half of these cats came in. When you say Lil Uzi Vert, Playboy Cardi, they came in on that. I think what may throw us off because we thought they was tough.
Yeah.
We thought they was gangsters. You know what I'm saying? We thought they was tough, and then 3-4 years in the game, now you got painted toenails and Lil Uzi Vert had red hair with red eyebrows.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, Lil Uzi just I
You
just
know what I'm
think,
saying? I either they own that stuff, or the industry changed them. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't nothing wrong with a person changing, as you go through life. But damn, dog, for real, you wearing a one piece?
yeah, you know what,
That's
bro?
wild.
It's a lot of artists, bro, that I feel like has changed they changed their fashion sense over time. I know like if I got some real good money, of course my fashion sense is gonna change.
Right.
I'm gonna wear some different type of shit, but not on no one piece that snap between my legs or like a thong or some shit. Like that's just too extreme, fam.
Yeah. And it all just depends on. But you got to understand that too when they do Paris Fashion Week and these fashion shows overseas, bro. It's just that's the kind of stuff that they wearing.
Yeah.
These men just wearing, Balenciaga just came out with a towel skirt.
That's crazy.
I don't fool with Balenciaga, but Balenciaga came out with a skirt, bro. Wasn't nothing but a beach towel wrapped around this lady with a safety pin. $2,300.
That's crazy.
Yeah, come on now. So it's just they do stuff different because they see it. Now we can go to Paris Fashion Week. We can go overseas. We can go to Amsterdam and see all this other stuff and see how they designers are moving. You know what I'm saying? And us growing up, well, you know, your mama had some Gucci and Louis in the closet when we was younger and stuff like that. Not knowing though, every company that we see that's designer it's old. These companies are old.
Yeah.
They're old. So when you sit here and you look at these, when I start doing research, Balenciaga is old. Gucci, Louis, of course, they're old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a couple more, but they've been here for a while. They just wasn't in the United States.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the only major two that was in the United States was Louis and Gucci at the time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's when they see that different stuff, they paying that $4,000 or $5,000 for that shirt that snap in the middle. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's cool in overseas. You know what I mean? So you see a lot of different stuff, bro. And I think that's all it is. They just seeing it, or they're really just coming to be themselves.
Yeah, because I see a lot of gangster rappers, right? Real gangster rappers, right? And from how they started in the game, you got Levi's, Dickies, High Socks,
Right.
Well, like a lot of the LA culture rappers, right?
Right.
And then you see them over time. I just seen YG had on a like a YSL 50 Cent tank top muscle shirt, but it was like see through. So you can see his nipples through his shirt.
Yeah. He changed. He changed. I want to say Webby. Webby did a campaign with I want to either Alexander McQueen or Chanel or something like that, where he had on a sports bra, fam.
Oh, I seen that, man.
Yeah, so in the fur coat. When we was growing up, it was all his music was gangster music. You know what I'm saying? And riding. YG definitely really changed as he got more famous and more money.
Yeah.
Because he tried to keep it thug. And fashionable at the same time. So we talking high socks on with dress shoes.
Yeah.
You know, with some red bottom dress shoes. All right, cool. You know, hell, I even seen him with the he took a picture. He had the high socks on with the Gucci jellies.
Yeah.
Like your daughter will wear type jellies.
Yeah,
but they had
yeah.
the Gucci logo on there, and he had on some Dickies. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, I see you trying to mix it, but all that don't go together, my man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But YG gonna do YG because that's who he is, and that's who he feel comfortable in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it'll definitely throw a whole lot of people off because you like, damn, when you came in the game, it was white tees, Dickie shorts, red chucks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just different. You know, you start seeing stuff that you wouldn't typically wear. Now these niggas is wearing it, whether they have a stylist or not.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's kind of it's more and it's more shocking to me because I'll see Kendrick Lamar, right?
Right.
When he came in the game, you know, Cortez, you know, and now he's wearing like combat boots. Like it ain't like it's their style is definitely different, bro.
Yeah.
From when they came in and how it is like they're like you said, YG is mixing high end stuff with streetwear,
Right.
which is dope,
Right.
but yeah, that's just me, bro. You know, we come from a era where we were wearing big ass pants,
Yeah.
big ass Echo pants, Sean John, the people wearing skinny jeans,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we've all went through that wave and all went through different type of styles in our lifestyle.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. Because
Sure.
you know, you go from when we was growing up, it was white tees, hats, J's. Then you got to the point where, you know, Vans hit the scene.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got Vans on now. We rocking Vans and your usual state, only real people who rock the dope mans and Cortezes was our Mexican people.
Yeah,
They
for sure.
stayed in a white tee, black tee, Dickie suit, and some Cortezes. That was just their stilo. That's how they did it. But as we got older, it was button ups. We rocking button ups and open button ups with hats on and all this kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So everything goes in full circle, bro. Everything goes in full circle because now all the streetwear is now everything is baggy now.
Yeah.
Everything is big. It's still you still got skinny jeans and fitted jeans and stuff like that and these short shorts that some of these dudes be wearing and you know, but now it's going, you know, fashion go full force. It's gonna go in a full circle, bro. And now we're going back to wide t-shirts, to oversized t-shirts and oversized pants. You know what I mean? Like we used to do back in the day. Like you remember the brand the IS jeans.
The Interstates. Yeah, Interstates.
The IS jeans. You feel me? You buy them, boy, pants be 10 inches wide, you know what I'm saying? And you throw that on with a fresh white tee and you was cool. You was good. You know what I mean? So they going back to that era, they just mixing it up a little bit with all this new stuff.
For sure. Let me ask you this. What basketball shoes are you just wearing regularly with an outfit on? Like what basketball shoe would you wear, like a basketball player shoes, dressed up?
We talking besides Jordan?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like what I'm getting to, right? Would you throw on a nice outfit with some LeBron James shoes on? Yeah, no, because that's
LeBron probably not.
the only J's you probably wearing is like Jordan ones, like some type of Jordan shoe, with some like regular dressy clothes, right?
Yeah. So any basketball shoe would probably be a Jordan if I was to get dressed up in like some slacks and a button up or something.
Yeah.
Would probably be a J, probably be a Jordan 1, most likely a low. You know what I mean? But yeah, if there's only one LeBron, and that's the LeBron 8 that I will put on with some jeans, and that's probably about it.
Okay. And any other NBA player shoes would you wear just regularly, like just
Kobe's, of course. Kobe's, Jordans. Who else got a shoe? Yeah, if it's gonna get wear like an AE, like a James Harden and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Probably it would have to be with basketball attire.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Basketball shorts and a t-shirt, and that's just because we run into the stove or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't too many that I will put on and be like, yeah, man, let's put this on and wear this to the club tonight. Nah, we ain't doing that.
No, and the reason why I was asking that because I was recently at a wedding.
Yeah.
And somebody actually was dressed up and they had some big ass LeBrons on, bro. I was like, this is insane.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. Yeah, LeBron is wild.
Yeah,
LeBron is wild. I would do that because none of his shoes is meant to be a classic shoe. You know what I mean? Or a lifestyle shoe in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you ain't putting on no LeBrons, bro. You put on LeBrons with a Nike Tech suit and keep on pushing in the wintertime.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You're not putting him on with no suit. Even if you went to the sneaker ball, you ain't putting him on.
Correct.
Them ain't even gonna be your first choice.
Man, let me ask you this, man. Is Michael Kors is that brand like dead right now? Like, would you fuck with Michael Kors, or is it just it's
You know what? I still do. I still do. I never, bro. Honestly, when it came to like their clothes and stuff like that, I was always big, so I couldn't fit them. So I never was into like their clothes, but they watches and jewelry and stuff like that. I still fool with it. You know what I mean? He ain't as big as he was before because of those statements that he made.
yeah.
Of his brand wasn't meant for black people and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think he's not dead. You know what I mean? When it comes to like fashion sense, he's still in there, but he's now on the level of, bro, I can get your stuff at Ross.
Yeah. How do you is Coach for basic bitches? You think Coach is a basic bitch brand? Or do you feel like Coach has revamped itself?
No, Coach is revamped.
Yeah,
Coach is revamped.
They were on their way out.
They were on their way out.
Yes,
yeah, Coach revamped because Coach went into the scene of you know what, we got to keep up with these major companies.
Yeah.
And we want to do luxury shit, but we ain't trying to kill these people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we can make a leather bag and charge $600 to where Louis is charging $2,300.
Yeah.
Same style bag, but it's just a different print on that mug. You know what I mean? And then when they really opened up to the men, made it a lot better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Backpacks, man. I got a couple backpacks, couple wallets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so when they start doing, I think what helped them was the bait. The Coach and bait.
Oh yeah. That kind of revamped them.
Yeah, I think that revamped them because when they dropped those shoes and that whole collection, they was like, oh, okay, we in here. You know what I'm saying? And then you was able to go to the store and go get it. Yeah. You know, so yeah, I don't think it's basic. I still think it's a luxury brand. It's just you got to do what you can afford.
Yeah, absolutely. I seen Kimora Simmons is made like a promo run for bringing Baby Fat back.
Yeah, her and Russ. I seen that.
Do you think Baby Fat should just stay where it's at, or you think she should try to revamp it?
I mean, she can try to revamp it to reach these 2000 era. You know, kids born in 2000 and all that. Now you can definitely try. I don't think she's gonna have the same boom as she had when she did it in the 90s.
What brand do you think that can actually come back and be back popping again? Because I was on Fashion Nova and I was at TJ Maxx and it was Ed Hardy was in there, was like coming back. How do you feel about vintage brands coming back to resurface?
I seen that. And the way I think Ed Hardy would come back, because I want to say Fashion Nova bought him out or something like that. They had to do something. But for them to bring the shirts back and then they got people wearing it,
yeah, I
think it'll come back because it's on Fashion Nova. Now, me and you know what Ed Hardy was and you know what I mean, and Grateful, you know, Artful Dodger and all that, because that was the same person.
Yeah.
So we know the backstory of that, but somebody younger than us may not know that. You know what I mean? Your little 18-year-old cousin don't know. Oh man, I just got this Ed Hardy shirt. Yeah, that's we've been wearing that.
Yeah.
That process, but again, it's making that full circle. So if Fashion Nova can get it to come back, then I think they'll boom.
If there is a brand that you can bring back, that fell off, what brand would it be?
I hate to say Anichi was one of my brands for sure.
Yeah.
They always had some dope clothing back in the day. They jeans and they shorts and all that was fresh. So if I could, that and I would say G Unit, because G Unit was killing at the time.
Yeah, I would say Echo.
Yeah.
And I would also say, bro, I used to fuck with Von Dutch tough, bro. And Von Dutch is trying to resurface, but they're just so fucking expensive, bro. It's just It's crazy.
Yeah, that's the thing though, bro. Yeah, they coming back, but now we revamp, but now we got to keep up with everybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the point. That's the problem is that when they make that point to we're gonna revamp, but dog, you know when we first started, them hats was $20.
I know.
Now they 50.
Man.
You know, so it always hits, and stuff like that is always gonna make a comeback because a lot of women wear those hats. And a lot of people wear them hats, you know what I'm saying? So Von Dutch, I don't think they never left. Uh-huh. They was just quiet for a long time because of all that stuff. Like I watched a documentary.
Yeah, that was that documentary was so dark.
It was dark.
We do have an event that we're putting together. We're gonna do a fashion show / comedy show. I reached out to your brand as well as Out of Stock. Trey Culture brand.
Yeah.
Not internet famous, Ave. And it was somebody else. It was my boy Lil T brand. Rotten Hearts. Yeah. So I reached out to a few different brands. We're trying to put this event together. So we'll have a runway as well as a comedy show where fashion and laughter meets. But we'll have more details on that. That's going to be coming this year. And we just here to give y'all a little bit more fashion content. Like I said, this is our first episode today. Wrote some stuff down, but moving forward, like I said, you'll mainly see us two. Like I said, we may have special guests here and there. But stay tuned, man. Keish, you got any closing words, anything to say from here?
Oh man, no man, it's just be on the lookout for us, man. The Fashion God podcast, man. We coming, and we also gonna be in these streets too. You know, different events and stuff like that. Just checking people temperature when it come to fashion, man. What you got on, type deal. You know what I mean? So definitely be on the lookout for that, and just more episodes, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. We got some shirts coming out. Keith will have his on next week. Sure. But yeah, we'll have these Fashion God podcast shirts, different colors, different flavors. We'll have them at the end of this video. So when y'all see the end of this video, we'll have them there, the pricing and where you can get them and so on and so forth. Also, Keith as well, if there's local brands, if you are a brand and you want to, put your brand out there, you want us to rock some of your clothes or hats or jeans or whatever you have that you want us to promote, we'll have that information as well, where you can send it, and so on and so forth. So if you got something you're trying to put out there, it can be hot sauce, it can be lemonade, it can be whatever. If you want us to advertise it, just hit us up. We'll definitely make that happen for you.
For sure.
Shit, man. Anything else, fam?
No, man. Not at this moment, man. Just keep on the lookout for us, man. We coming.
Hey, man. This is EP1. EP2 coming in the next couple weeks. Like I said, man, this is more content, man. And we gone. Hey, where can they find you at, man?
Oh man, socials, Keith RGCC. Hit me.
Hey, you already know what it is. Chi Chapman, Medium Mill, Shot by Charles, and we out.
Gone.